everyone, how are you? Welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. This is a short practice that my son said I should call For the Birds. Once we get into it, you'll know why. Let's get started in downward facing dog. Set up your downward dog. Spread your fingers wide. Feel your feet on your mat. Start to feel your breath. Set your gaze or close your eyes. And if you want to begin in child's pose, begin in child's pose. Know that anytime you practice with me, you can start in child's pose, you can add in child's pose, you can add in variations at any time. Even though we practice together, right? Absolutely, this is your practice. So let it work for you. Spread your fingers really wide, feel your hands on your mat. Feel where and how your feet connect with your mat, with the ground. And feel your breath. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Now if you want to add in a little bit of movement here, you can bend one knee and then the other. You can take your time with this. You might move your head a little bit or move your hips a little bit. You might find yourself adjusting your foundation so you have a little bit more stability. Right? Play around with it. Be curious about it. This practice, sure, it can be challenging, but it also can be a lot of fun. Take another big inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up to stand. Hands high, heart lifts, reach up. You can look up. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Set your gaze here for a moment. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands side, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up. High plank, knees can be lifted or lowered. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, forward, halfway down, low push-up, chaturanga. You might drop your knees or come all the way down here. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Shoulders down and back, heart forward, crown of the head up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale and a long exhale. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Upward dog, big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Moving through some sun salutations. Just to loosen everything up. Wake up your body, your energy. Release or feel the opportunity to loosen up and release any tension, anything you don't need, so that you can enjoy yourself right here, right now. Take another big inhale. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand all the way up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. You can step or jump back. Upward dog, take a deep breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Big breath in. Long breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Fill up. Lift up. Lighten up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Bakasana. Crow pose. So you can play around with this. Even if you're not sure about crow, set your hands on your mat, feet close together or pretty close together, hands about shoulder width distance. Bend your elbows, point them straight back. Maybe you're already in your crow. Knees come above your elbows. I like to get my knees into my armpits, right? So wherever you are, feel your hands as your foundation, and then feel for lifting up so you can keep your feet on the ground, shifting your weight forward and back. You can lift one foot, you can lift both feet, right? Maybe you can start to lift your chest a little bit higher. My pants are slipping on my arms. Low belly and up, big inhale, chaturanga, step or jump back, upward dog, a big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale, open your mouth, empty it out. Take another deep breath in here, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up, rise up, reach up, lift up. Now eagle, right leg wraps up and over. Right arm wraps under. So you're getting an idea of why my son said I should call this For the Birds. Eagle, right leg over, right arm under. You can always work with a different arm or hand variation. Leg variations, you can let your right foot touch down. Maybe it dangles, maybe you find the double wrap. Long spine from your tailbone right up and out to the crown of your head. Take a big inhale. Sit a little lower as you exhale. Now as you inhale, unwrap, release, reach all the way up. Other side, left leg comes up and over. Left arm wraps under. So again, whatever variation works for you. Same pose, different side. Totally different experience. It can be a totally different experience. It can feel different physically. The energy that you bring to the pose, right? That can be totally different. Maybe you do lighten up a little bit. Don't worry if you fall out of it. Sit a little bit lower and then release. Unwrap, reach all the way up. Big inhale, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, big inhale. As you exhale, step or jump your feet to the outsides of your hands and come on down into your squat, Malasana. You can be higher, elbows on your thighs. You can sit really low. If you want to sit on a prop like a block, you can. Let your shoulders roll back. Maybe a little bit of movement. I like the side to side movement. There's always movement, even when we're holding a pose. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Now you can stay here or you can set up your crow again, right? So a second chance to play around with it. And it's nice to remember that. Play around. Set your hands, bend your elbows, point them back. Knees above elbows. You might have to play around with where you put your hands. Set your gaze out and in front of you. Feel if you can shift the weight of your body into your hands, even if you don't lift your feet. Right? A little lift to your chest, to your heart. Big inhale, chaturanga. Again, step or jump back. Upward dog, inhale, downward dog, exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up to stand. Hands high, lift up, eagle. Left leg wraps up and over. We'll start with the left side this time. Left arm wraps under. Take your time, set your gaze, feel your standing foot. Really steady breath. And even in wrapping your arms and wrapping your legs. Nice to feel that you don't have to get wrapped up about this in your head. If you fall out of the pose, if your pose looks different, if you're in child's pose, all of that is okay. There's room for all of that. Sit a little bit lower and then release. Unwrap, reach way up. Right side, right leg comes up and over. Right arm wraps under. You can wrap your arms first and then your legs. So many different variations.
There's room for all of those variations in this practice. There's room for you in this practice. Most of the time, we just have to clear the space for ourselves. Sit a little bit lower, and then release. Unwrap, reach way up, big inhale, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Upward dog, take a big breath in, downward dog, breath out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, your down dog hip opener. If you want to flip your dog here, you can let the foot pull you over. You can also work with your left knee down. Maybe that gives you a little more support. And if you're over, come on around. Right leg back up, half pigeon. Right knee, right thumb. For the birds class would not be complete without a half pigeon. Little bit of adjusting. You can set up the variation on your back. Add in a prop anywhere that you need it. Take a deep inhale and then lengthen and fold forward. Letting your head rest on your mat or on your hands, maybe on a prop. I used to really not like it when teachers would teach the same pose more than once in a practice, especially if it was a pose that was challenging. Eagle is challenging, crow pose is challenging. I used to think, once is enough, I don't need to do this again. And so it's just shifting. It's shifting your energy, shifting the way we think about things, thinking less when we're practicing, and really feeling that we can play around with it. You get a second chance at a pose that's challenging to you. You bring a totally new and different energy to it, and it becomes a totally new and different pose. A little more playfulness, more joy, definitely softening, being kinder to ourselves. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. And set your hands under your shoulders. Come back to your downward facing dog. And if you want to add in a vinyasa here, you can. Right, clear out that side, feet together a little bit forward, left leg to the sky, bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. Again, the option to flip, the option to bring your right knee down. Play around with it. Maybe try something different. Maybe different as child's pose today. Left leg goes back up, half pigeon on this side. Lengthening through your right leg, noticing where you feel resistance. Softening to that, part of being kinder to ourselves. Just because you can't balance an eagle or crow, right? Or maybe you're half pigeon or your practice looks different. Nice to remember, really feel it in your heart and in your spirit that you showed up to practice. Right, so that's a win. Being in your body, feeling your breath. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. It's really nice if you can let your head rest on something, even just for a breath or two. And even not moving, even in holding a pose, there's still so much happening. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Set your hands under your shoulders, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Again, you can add in your vinyasa if you like. Feel the space that we've created, that you've created, that you've tapped into in your body and in your heart and your spirit. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Bring your knees to your mat. Sit back over your heels. Lie down on your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Drop your knees over to the right for your twist. And you can notice if you're still thinking about any of those poses. Come back through center. And drop your knees to the other side. Our thinking minds are great tools, but right here, right now, let there be some space in your thinking mind. Come back to center and set up your Shavasana. Short Shavasana, legs out or up, whatever works for you. Space to really enjoy this right here, right now. Enjoy your whole being right here, right now. Take a deep inhale. And a big exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, just bringing some gentle movement back to your body. Draw your knees to your chest. You can roll to one side and slowly make your way to seated. Hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun with the practice. Really worrying, being afraid, being stressed. That's what's for the birds, right? This practice can help us feel better. This practice is for us, for our lives. Thanks for joining me. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you're notified as new videos come out. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat.